Welcome to Event VODs. These are the best highlights of today's LTA 2025 matchup.
Everyone else is going to be there, and you're going to die instantly. So it is going to be very Huhi playing this Ramon. Pretty weak in the early levels, and you've got a Nico over on the other side, so you've got that range to kind of hold this wave and try to slowly build up his advantage.
And we also saw that XU had looked to contest. Saint fighting Abadage, doesn't quite have enough damage. Going for a potential dive. Flash available for Castle. He's stunned up, flashes away. Arctic Assault has been used, but it's first blood regardless for Adiland.
That's really well done there.
Career record on Sejuani, very impressive. XU looking for a play mid lane here, well buffered by Saint.
Yep, Saint going to be able to stay safe there, and Adiland now coming in, so
this
could be danger.
He goes up because he knew he was close enough and has Sejuani in his back pocket. XU flashes trying to get to safety. Saint has to go back in. Abadaga doesn't have the damage to kill, and XU
would have been so much worse for them, but he's about a minion or two off of level 6. XU should not be around here, though. He is so low on health, and Lions is in the area. Abadaga now hits 6, so maybe he can actually use this to try to get Prio and then come over.
Licorice and Castle, meanwhile, fighting bot side. Everyone's health bars are so low right now. It's Lion currently on the grubs. Castle misses the snip, has the needlework. Licorice dodges the first, dodges the second, and does survive.
Yeah, just tagged by a bit of the third, had to flash the second there, but still great job by Castle. He's been winning in that isolated 1v1, got the advantage early, obviously then gets ganked and gets killed, but to be able to force out that flash, this is a counter matchup. Jax, can have some struggles in the early stages. Just coming back up right now, so he didn't actually have the option, but it is definitely an advantage that they will have, right? He can go towards topside and answer there if he wants. When Varus shows topside, now it is a 5v4 potentially on this bot side, and they know it. Will Lion try to actually force? DSG just going to say, you know what? All right, we give it up, and they're going to have to try to take a slight advantage on topside. We'll see how quickly Scary Jerry can push this out and if he can get some plates.
Saints trying to stand Huhi for a bit there, but that's one of those moments. Rookie AD carry from Scary Jerry. If he just stays off of Fog of War, there's a chance that Lion don't go in for that because they think,
no way he's going to go for minions in that spot. Adiland looking mid lane though. Saint does have his ulti.
Ooh, and they land it. Chain the CC beautifully, but Abadaga is still alive. Snaps back, and he lives.
Nicely done. Abadaga able to survive in that spot. Damage behind what Saint is doing.
Yep.
So we tried to allow Saint to finish him off, but maybe
Saint just does it himself. Well done. It was the setup just to get the health bar. Saint with the solo kill.
Yeah. Advantage here, up over 20 CS. Licorice kind of struggling to farm, and when he went up towards that top side,
Glacial Prison. XU's trying to keep his support safe. Lions doesn't have the damage, and now XU with Scary Jerry behind him are shredding through Henna and Adiland, but here comes Castle flashing forward for the kill. 1 over to DSG.
Does get a kill, does cost him both. We'll see what Licorice can get on bot side, because now he gets some time by himself to try to collect plates. Gets at least 1, if not 2 plates there. Only saw him get the 1, but I wasn't sure if 1 was already down. Nice side step.
Missing Scary Jerry. Doesn't have the flash. He still has a cleanse. He's got everything. He should be fine here. Saint jumping over the wall, maybe predicting the flash?
I think he was trying to predict a flash there. Saying that Scary Jerry would flash from that position. Ends up not finding him. Could have probably just taken the forced flash instead of trying to go for giving the dragon on the other side, trying to trade for gold. And he will get the big Krug, but he didn't get really many of those little ones, so Saint just continuing to fight here. Now Lions is coming.
Yeah, Lions behind. They see the Sejuani, but do they read? There's also a teleport coming in, so we are just fighting. XU whiffs on the Impale, but they still have the damage. Abadaga is tanking turret, though. Does still live through it. Teleport completes. Licorice is in the fight, but so is Scary Jerry. Abadaga is repositioned into the minion wave and will survive. Licorice almost dies. DSG get away with it.
Yeah, really well done there from DSG. They put the pressure on the same bot side.
Adiland 1v1ing Castle. Interesting to see, as now top side as well. Licorice goes back in, and he gets punished. XU with the kill credit dies to the turret 1 for 1.
Yeah, we're going to be able to get that 1 for 1, but they're going to lose the tower very likely, as well as Scary Jerry gets another, and Castle gets a plate on bot side. DSG getting a pretty big advantage up here, as Lion is getting a little bit fast and loose with it. I mean, they're kind of just, but they don't have the damage kind of synced at all.
Hey, all right, Saints. Still flash on Scary Jerry, and now he will be forced to burn it. He held that for so.
I mean, honestly, if no one from DSG is going to answer Licorice, I don't think you should fight. I think you should just allow him to try to get pressure on that tower.
Now, instant cleanse from Scary Jerry, but it's not enough. Lions with the kill credit from that rocket belt, but either way, a pick for LYON. His teleport comes in from Castle.
So much of that, you know, really going into the pockets of Licorice. Multiple waves, plus that tower gold is going to put him in such a better spot than he was.
Yeah, Herald started up, don't expect to contest. So we actually have Raz on standby with Disguised Toast to hear about his thoughts on the game so far.
Toast, toast, toast. This has been a back and forth game. Please tell me your thoughts as you're co-streaming here.
I'm just really nervous. Every single fight, I'm like pulling my hair out.
Because like, just going to kind of push Puhi back. Castle will get found.
Licorice finding Castle, and there's Hannah over the top. They found the play. This is the power of the Kaisa, and they might find even more. Audioland goes in onto XU, but now disengages with the rest of the team. It's just the one pick. That could be Dragon.
Yeah, and this is exactly what they wanted from Hannah. Back-to-back plays, they're able to get him involved.
Puhi's still in there, and he finds Licorice, but now LYON! The Pop Blossom onto 4, and the rest of the team will clean it up. 2 more to LYON.
Oh my God, LYON's on stage for his first game here in the LTA. He had to play remote last split.
Yep.
He's here, he's looking good. That Pop Blossom.
Gold lead, they also have a lane priority in every lane. I mean, top as well. Mid's actually getting pushed out because they're on the Otacon. It's just now spotted, but...
Look where XU is, though. He's on graphics.
Yeah.
It's way too little, way too late, so it's just going to be given over for free. I actually think that giving over Ruinous is way worse.
We got a Ruinous Otacon. Let's go.
Yeah, you actually get it a lot now ever since they made this year. I think struggling a little bit with the macro here. You know, giving up mid prio generally is really tough now around Dragons because now Castle can't even really respond to this. He has to answer the wave mid. Saint is just kind of chunking him down because Castle has no sustain.
And then Soul bounce back to the team. It's going to come down to a 50-50. XU has to find a way into the pit, dodges. The Glacial Prison flashes in, doesn't get it. That's Dragon Soul to LYON, and that's XU falling as well. Henna repositions, Castle falls. All of DSG are falling apart as LYON will find 4, make it the ace with the Dragon Soul.
Nearly the clean ace. Licorice dies, burns down after he gets the kill, but they do get the ace. Only going to be enough damage to take this game later.
20 seconds on Huhi, 20 seconds on XU. I imagine they do. All members still up, save for Licorice. 4 members strong pushing. Adi actually is channeling, so yes, that signals it will just be the inhibitor. Reset, go for the Baron. Look to end the game then.
Team becomes a competitor, just like overnight. You have a monster carry.
Incredible mid laner to be compared to as Castle. Speaking of Saint, he's adding more to his highlight reel right now.
Saint running away with this one. Monstrous gold lead, 2.2k there for the Oni in the mid lane. He's closing in on IE. They're already here over on the Baron. DSG, do they even attempt? Doesn't look like it. They're just going to try to push in mid, but Licorice is there. There's supers to contend with. They can't even get chip damage on the tower and trade, so they really can't do anything.
Brian here, it seems, for DSG. As LYON, does he find the root? He does! Oh, Scary Jerry! Expertly played. Henna with the Void Seeker will get through the Banshees, and then everything else falls up. Or not Banshees, Edge still. Ridiculous.
Yeah, beautifully done there. They find another pick on Scary Jerry there in mid lane. Saint takes the tier 2 top. They're pushing on all sides now. They are looking to close in here and close out this game.
DSG will have to fight at the Nexus turrets. Super's pushing mid, and Baron and powered minions at that, but okay, LYON are gonna back off. They want to play for these guys as they continue to compete here. It's 1 win in the books if they can close out here, but still that starts the momentum and that rewrites some of the history from Split 1. They had 3 days to practice before Split 1 started, and this looks like a much different LYON.
Yep, it is looking a lot better, a lot more cohesive, absolutely, in some of these plays, especially towards the mid-game, the later stages of that game. Saint just going to be pushing in mid. They're going to this kind of 1-4 setup where Licorice is bouncing back and forth between the waves. Castle's going to try to make something happen.
So Unbound now has to Fate Seal defensively. Huhi cannot follow him up, and there's no lockdown, but now LYON's pounce onto Huhi, finding the support, taking him down. It's a 35-second death timer as the rest of the roster is still up here for LYON. Can they push in and close out the game? That's going to be 3 inhibitors down. And now they're teleporting back in their top laner with Supers pushing topside as well. This is the final touches for LYON.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a Nexus defense here, but can't see it happening.
Yet again, everyone's flashing away. Everyone's going into stasis. Abadage still alive, still doing a lot of damage. He took down 1. Can DSG make a miracle happen? Henna over the top. Henna takes taking the ball down. Henna tearing through DSG, triple kill. Lions roar and get their first win in LTA.
What a finish there from Lion. Flashy stuff from Henna.